Today's port report is from Amber Cove Cruise Port, where we rented a car for a DIY adventure. We'll cover the rental experience, including driving details you need to know, plus the usual port basics and some pretty cool trip highlights. Let's get into it. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. Amber Cove is a cruise port and resort complex owned by Carnival Corporation. It's in the northern Dominican Republic, about 720 miles southeast of Miami. While you can stay within the complex, there are two main outside attractions. The old town of Puerto Plata, famous for its many beaches and mountain cable car, and the Damajagua Waterfalls, with its natural tube slides and ziplining. The port itself handles Carnival, Princess, and sometimes Holland America ships, using two berths with a similar layout to other Caribbean ports, with tight side-by-side docking. Lots and lots of bike shuttles to take you down the dock, and even beyond to the taxi area. Don't forget the tip, it's hot work out there. You'll pass the dock and enter the requisite duty-free store. Once out, head right and you'll find a huge pool complex with a restaurant, swim-up bar, extensive pools, and numerous cabanas along the pool and shore. Plus a tiny waterfall garden, which is a nice touch, but no beach. In fact, the area is surrounded by rocky barriers. Climb a small hill overlooking the pool area, and you have a bar overlooking the bay, a zip line, and double slides, all for additional fees. The rest of the complex is standard issue shopping, with a little bit of local history thrown in, which I appreciate. Some pretty cool movies were shot at VR. There's an ATM here too, associated with an established bank. Beyond is a highway with no walkable attractions, but lots of cabbies looking for business. In fact, Old Town Puerto Plata is about 10 kilometers, or a 15-minute drive southeast, traffic permitting. About the same amount of time gets you to the cable car. Damajagua Waterfalls is a roughly 30-minute drive south, deep into the mountains. So venturing out means wheels, either a ship tour, independent organized tour, or taxi. Here's the official prices posted here at the cruise complex. Now, we chose to rent a car. We were a large group of 7, and getting everyone into one taxi would have been prohibitive. Besides, renting a car is still cheaper than a tour, and we control our own schedule.
When you think about it, it's $330. That's including everything for one whole day. That's the same price if you rent a Suburbia in LA, you know.
We booked online months in advance with Alamo. Car rental access is easy here, with National and Alamo offices right before the tour and taxi staging area. The staff was professional and efficient. The whole process took about 10 minutes. Oh my god, did I really wear my hat like that? Hiya. Plus, Caesar, our representative who took us to our car, was a wealth of information about what to see and do.
And this is not the cheap Suburban either.
This is a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, this is fully loaded, you know.
Got like screens and all that.
Oh, on the back?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't see that.
Big, comfortable, and a reasonable value. All good. Then came the roads, which we were warned about. Driving here is, well, looser than you might be used to back home.
Where are you trying to go, man? Holy God. Right, really?
Oh,
the truck.
So this comes from 2-lane to 3-lane.
Yeah. I'm not about to pass unless I could see in front of me. Just what crazy is they overtake even in a blind turn.
Why is this truck on the right?
Because he was trying to give me way. Yeah, he saw
Because
that.
that's their way of saying pass me.
Yeah.
It's a strong car.
That's the reason why, like, when I do this, I need to figure out, like, how fast the car could put it, you know.
Right.
Before I can start cutting in, it's just... Because I need to figure out how fast I could cut the other person, you know.
Our takeaway was this. Be a confident driver. If you feel uneasy or nervous about your ability to react quickly and pay attention, this may not be the best option for you. If you're good to go, you'll need to stay alert and have someone in front to help with navigation and be a second set of eyes if possible. You just have to go with the flow. And who knows, you might encounter some interesting stuff. On our trip, it was election year. By the way, if you value the DIY experience while cruising, hit us up with a like, and consider subscribing. We put out weekly videos for the independent cruiser and traveler. Given this, we'd recommend not doing a lot of destinations, but picking 2 or 3. For us, we first decided to try Damajagua Waterfalls to see if we could just, show up and hike on our own. Bottom line, not really. It's about $47 per person just for the zip line. and then it's another 35 minutes of hiking to get up there one way. Add time to the waterfalls and lunch, and this is pretty much an all day, or at least most of the day, thing. DIY is iffy in this case, but a tour is definitely easier and much more efficient. If you don't want the ship tour, Iguana Mama kept coming up as recommended from my research. There are other independent vendors as well. Thought we'd give it a shot. Our choice number 2 was the Puerto Plata cable car, which takes you 2,500 feet up to the top of Mount Isabel de Torres. Parking was super easy, and the station moved people through efficiently. Just no food here, but there are bathrooms, of course, and possibly the world's biggest overhead fans. Seriously. The ride itself is smooth, with amazing views up and down.
Yes, there's another cable car.
Fast, yeah?
Yeah, that's going fast.
Yeah, it's the same as me.
Oh, wow. Same speed?
Yes.
Plus a mild thrill factor when you reach the highest mid-tower. Now, at the top is an attractive garden park, Loma Isabel de Torres, with amazing views and an eye-catching statue of Jesus reminiscent of Christ the Redeemer in Rio. There is food here, with several parking lot vendors and this restaurant. The food was okay. Nothing special, but serviceable. But the restaurant was clean, comfortable, and had available bathrooms. We headed back to port with an hour to spare, so the kids wasted no time getting to the pool, especially since the heat was bearing down hard. Would we rent a car here again? To be honest, we may try for an independent tour operator next time, particularly to the waterfall. Don't get us wrong, the car was a great deal, but the road conditions and traffic may be too much for some. But if you can manage to drive, it's a great day out. Have you been to Amber Cove and have anything to add to our report or have questions? Leave a comment.